Hello everyone and welcome. It's finally time for one of my most anticipated steps in building this house, the in-floor heating. And for that, I've already laid out the first row, and this is where the hose with the water is going to go through. This is just to reduce any bumps in the cement. And we're just going to lay out more supports, and then we're going to come with the hose. Maybe next time. I don't know. Depends on the time we have. Alright, let's get to work. So the job's done. I wanted to show you the entire process, but my wife does not like to be filmed and she needed to help me, so I'm sorry. Alright, let's flip the camera and show you what it is and explain a little bit. So we are on the hallway. The hallway is done with the distributor, which is going to come over there, and all the 8 channels are going to come bending around and down the hallway, with 2 going to this bedroom right over here, where we're going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth all over the entire bedroom. And we're going to come down with the next 2 lines. The next 2 lines are going to go into the bathroom again, back and forth all the way. And then the final 4 lines are going to go here. Here we'll have 2 circuits, one on that half and one on this half. Why do we need 2 circuits? That's how it was planned, and that's how it explained to us, the engineer, that we should aim for having, for large rooms, like 2 separate circuits. And in theory, the one next to the window should have had more elements, but I didn't have. I think it was a cost-saving measure for us, because I think the panels which had like 5 centimeter gaps were more expensive, and also I think, but I don't really remember, I think it would have been a lot more pipe, and that would have added cost a bit more to the cost, and this is something we didn't have at the time. It was something we chose to do. It should still be plenty of heating for this room, we think. Besides this, we already established that it's really hot here in the upstairs already. Yes, it might be due to the fact that it's summer, but also in the autumn we had a considerable difference in temperature between the upstairs and the downstairs. So this is the entire process. It was incredibly easy to do. At the same time, I really like to complicate things. So what I recommend for anyone trying this system, this is the Bjorn system. It's from Norway, I think. You can find it in Romania as well, so go check them out. Just look for Bjorn in floor heating. The thing is, I really like to complicate things, and I didn't know whether I had enough tiles, and I didn't know exactly how to place them perfectly, because not all of the very small corners are taken into account when the planning is done. So what nobody actually tells you, even those guys who make the instructions, is you should always, absolutely always, start from the distribution plate. We did the exact opposite, because again, nobody fucking told me. That being said, you really shouldn't start straight from the distribution thing. You should actually start from the first corner, where you have to use an entire full sheet. So we ended up cutting a lot over there to fill in gaps. All right, so you put, honestly, from what I found, so I like to make puzzles. So what you should start is definitely start from the first corner. Place a tile there where you're gonna start, take a corner. Specifically is around that corner. You should have like 3 sheets merging there, ideally, something like that. If you can get it to look like that, if, it's a big if. Then add the distribution plate, fill in the gaps, and then from then on move that way. And handle all the corridors and enter into the living spaces with as many rows as possible, a bit, and then do all the parallel lines. Because as you can see, you can't see from there. All right, I'll flip the camera. As you can see, over here, it's not exactly a straight line going in. So I have to, and here, the next panel is like this. Ideally, how I
would have preferred a system that costs a few €1,000 is to come with exact instructions, where to cut each plate, where to do each section. And what nobody actually told us, there were instructions, I have to admit. I may not have fully understood them or understand how liberal or how exact they were, but there were instructions. But I would have liked even more specific instructions. Let's go with that. All right. But we figured it out. It's good. We made it work. It's fine. There are still a few gaps that need to be closed, but I didn't want to chop any more of these because it's not an easy material to work with. And I have to buy some XPS foam for my tower because this does not cover the tower. The tower is going to have a different heating system. It's going to be on infrared mats. And I need to be able to cut a bit into the XPS to have a bit of depth to add the sensors into the floor. That is why I'm going to have to buy XPS foam, and I'm going to buy it at the exact same width as this, and we can fill any gaps with that XPS foam. The bathroom is the same, and I guess that is the entire system. Again, I highly recommend it. It's easy. All right, that's it for today. I wish you all the best, and hopefully to see you in the next video. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and please share it with a friend. Bye-bye.